off on an adventure. It's 6:30 on October the 31st, Halloween 2020. Britain's decided most of it is going into a tier 1 lockdown.
No, tier 3.
Tier 3 lockdown, sorry. Yeah. France is decided it's going to be closing up for November. And our last FlixBus available to go to Portugal is leaving today. Otherwise we've got to wait another month and we don't want to get stuck. So we've decided to get on the road, head to Portugal and seek some sunnier weather for the winter. Wow, pretty smart train. Well, that was easy enough. What do you reckon, Mandy?
Really good. It's a bit tricky managing all the bags. So I've got the usual day bag.
And plenty of food for the journey.
I've got a bag, Lee's got a bag.
Enough to get us to Africa, I don't know about Portugal.
Yeah, and I've got a day bag, a little bag under here, and all the coats.
Yep.
Well prepared.
So now we are heading off to get a tube to Victoria. So rather than take the tube across London, we decided to do the walk, haven't we, Mandy?
Yes, we thought about it and we realised we had 2 hours, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure, it's only £2.40 each if you use a contactless card, but this way we get some exercise because we're going to be sitting on a bus for 33 hours.
Yeah, and we get to see the fantastic sights of central London on the way. Yay. Look where we are. Trafalgar Square, Nelson's Column.
And in the back, so what's over this way? National?
The Portrait Gallery behind us there, and now we're going to head down the Mall and through Admiralty Arch and towards Buck Palace. Good old London. So behind us we have Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, we've got the Statue of Victoria,
yep,
shining gold.
And the wonderful palace behind us. And then it's a short walk onto Victoria. So we're on the 10 o'clock FlixBus to Paris, getting there around 6:30 this evening with an hour and a half change, and then on to Porto tonight. How is it, Mandy?
It's really good. We're supposed to be like 12C, which is like towards the back of the bus, and the driver just came down and said, like, "Madame, is it okay for you there?" And he's moved us up, and we're now at 4B.
Yeah, not a bad bus, is it?
Pretty good.
Mandy's the only female on here, and it's a decent bus.
So we're leaving dead on time at 10 AM. Brilliant.
Awesome. Here we go, heading down to the across the channel on the Channel Tunnel train, I believe. Lockdowns on the way for England to try and slow the spread of corona. We've arrived at Eurotunnel now, and they've told us to get our passports ready to be checked.
This is the last time we'll be able to enter France as EU citizens. Yep.
EU citizen.
Oh no. Oh well. It'll be interesting to see next year what it's all like.
Well, that was quick. 1 minute and we're through French border control. Brilliant.
And it's empty. Like, it's the thing about the lockdown in France now, I'd say. There's just no one travelling.
Still getting good old British weather. Somewhere in those hills, the tunnel begins.
Excellent. So how's the journey going so far?
Pretty good. Throwing it down with rain, so the views aren't brilliant. The Wi-Fi doesn't work on the bus. The bus is a bit old and ratty, but the driver's really nice and friendly, so it's all good.
I think it was remarkably quick going through French immigration. Like, France is in lockdown at the moment, so I thought we'd be grilled asking why we're going there, and no questions at all. Just give them a passport and wave them through. Oh wow, so this is what trains look like. quite amazing.
Little bit of a respite here, Mandy.
Yeah, it's lovely. This is our one and only stop. We're here for 20 minutes. We're about 2 hours out of Paris, we think.
Yep.
There's a sign on the wall.
Historial of the Great War Museum.
Yep, and
halfway to Paris.
So apparently there's toilets in here, and get a coffee, something to drink, and then back on the bus. Yeah.
Great.
Quick smart, and it's raining.
It's raining very heavily.
There's a map of the rest stop. And it turns out we're in some Picardy. And here is the service station, just there. We can't really tell from there how far we are from Paris, but we think it's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great free toilets.
Yeah. Clean, toilet paper, fantastic. Not too sure if the bus toilet is open or not, do you know?
No, I don't.
So we're about 5 minutes away from Bercy Seine, destination in Paris. Traffic's been a lot lighter than we thought.
Excellent that we're going to get there on time, ready for our change to Porto. That was our biggest concern, was missing that and getting stuck in lockdown Paris. Not good.
No, but at least the traffic jam's ended, which is brilliant. Maybe I can take my mask off. I'm going to anyway.
Yeah. We were in Paris Bercy Seine,
yes.
The headquarters of FlixBus Paris by the look of it. There's our bus.
And there are a lot of other FlixBuses parked on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And there's a FlixBus ticket window behind.
We've got about an hour and a half wait here, and decent place to sit and wait as well. So Paris is a great place to change.
Definitely. Good journey. Great bus driver. Excellent. Yeah.
So living the dream at the moment in the Paris Bercy Seine bus station, having our homemade dinner that we brought with us. We've got potato salad with garlic aioli and ham. Delicious.
Very French, isn't it?
Very French, yeah.
Yes.
And getting rid of all the stuff we had left over before we booked our last minute ticket and decided to leave.
Yes, because we had like a week's worth of food that we gave away, stored, and we brought along with us, like a 400-gram block of cheese. Oh, we've got so much stuff. What else have we
Cabbage,
had?
carrot, hummus, you name it, we've got it.
2 tubs of
Eating
hummus.
all the way to Porto. Wow.
Very impressed. It's 10 to 8 and our bus is here already. It's arrived nice and early. It's one of these FlixBus ones that doesn't have a FlixBus livery.
Yeah, so it's another operator running it. Looks alright from here.
Yeah.
The driver seems quite nice. So
Yeah, they're speaking in
Should be good
Portuguese. They're lovely.
Yeah.
But so this is it. It's the Paris to Porto. This is still going to be running apparently in November. It's just the one from London that's not.
This bus is much more modern, new, quite good, and very full. We're in different seats at the moment, but we might end up sitting together. But we've been able to plug in our devices and no Wi-Fi at the moment. I'm hoping we get some. We've got Wi-Fi and we're off. 8:30 on the dot.
So it is 11:25. We've been going for 3 hours. We've stopped for our first pause, Guys did it in like 2 different languages, 3 languages, pretty cool.
Portuguese and
Spanish and French, 3 languages. Yep. So again, free toilets. It's always such a really good thing to find in Europe. You know what I mean? Everything's all blocked off because of COVID. It's just the way it is. But yeah, it's not going too badly. The bus is fairly full.
Very
what
full,
do you think, Lee? How's it going for you?
All right, I've got a seatmate next to me, a Brazilian lady, and yeah, it's a bit cramped.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah, and it's dark, so there's not much to see out the window anyway, so there's not much videoing going on until the morning, when we'll probably be crossing the Pyrenees and getting across the Spanish border.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So just time to get our head down now, isn't it? 3 o'clock in the morning and we're in Bordeaux. This looks quite impressive. 6 o'clock in the morning and we are in Spain.
Yay!
San Sebastian.
What do you say? Oh no, buenos dias. Yeah.
Buenos dias.
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido a España. Excellent. It's a bit of a concrete monstrosity, this bus station.
Yeah.
I'll have a little show around. Right. We're interested in the one of the underground jobbies. Very big, lots of buses, and yeah, not that many people, just us really.
Yeah, the bus has sort of emptied slightly.
Yeah.
We've both got seats to ourselves.
You got off in Bordeaux, that was good. So
Yeah.
we've got a couple of hours sleep, and
The toilet on the bus is open, so that's a good thing. Wi-Fi doesn't work, or it comes up Eurolines warning no security certificate.
I'll have to
That's
pay
a
the
bummer.
toilet a visit at some stage.
But yeah, so it's 6 o'clock. That means we've got another.
But we crossed the border into Spain, and I didn't see any notice of any border control or anything like that. You know, no COVID checks or anything. We weren't sure how that was going to pan out. So we got into Spain. All we've got to do is get into Portugal, and mission accomplished. We escaped the UK just in time, didn't we? We've found out an announcement that Britain is going to go into lockdown on Thursday for a month. So yeah, nick of time.
Very fortunate.
Escape. Well, we are in the Basque country here, so a lot of the signs are in Basque first and then in Spanish afterwards. We've just stopped in northern Spain near Oviedo, and we are by the Picos de Europa National Park. It's very beautiful around here, it's very green and hilly. And we're having a 15-minute pausa. Mandy's living the dream right there, haven't you? Socially distancing and having lunch in the car park. How's that feel, Mandy?
Breakfast and lunch.
Perfect, yeah. You just don't feel comfortable eating on the bus right now, no. Yeah, so here it is. Yeah, northern Spain. Going into Asturias now. Very nice. Wow, the Asturias coastline is beautiful.
Just stopped for a rest break, 30 minutes, kicked off the bus, Oh, aren't they beautiful? Had to come and say hello. These lovely horses.
Most of the houses down there do have vines in the garden. Something I'm really looking forward to trying. So bus station, and man, it's a steep hill. We've got to climb back up to our apartment. Wonderful. Get to stretch our legs. Yes, we've made it to Porto after 36 hours, was it? Pretty much in total. Yeah. 33 hours from London. It all went well, all went to plan. We got across the borders, that was the main thing. We really weren't sure what was going to happen there. And
no stopping at all, was it?
No,
absolutely nothing.
So no restrictions or anything like that. We're in Porto now. We've got a place for tonight, so we're going to see what happens. Like, apparently there's a lockdown coming, so we might end up stuck here for some time.
But the thing that I hadn't realised is how blooming hilly Porto is.
Yeah, we're going to get some exercise, aren't we?
Oh my word.
So a little review of the journey, Mandy. What did you think?
I actually thought it was really good. I mean, of course, being COVID timed, couldn't really eat on the bus, and that was a bit of a bummer because, you know, being on it for like so many hours, you do get hungry. But
the journey was really good, and I was quite impressed this time by the fact that we stopped at a lot of places for rest breaks, whereas when we were travelling to the UK from... let's move out of the way of the bus. When we were travelling to the UK from Latvia, there were no stops, were they? We did 50 something hours with no stop, hardly any rest stops at all. At least we had some
some good ones here, and like with free toilets, and it was always really clean.
They drove really well.
Excellent drivers, definitely.
Wi-Fi was sketchy.
I didn't have any. No, there's no Wi-Fi. I had to use data.
Still a thumbs up. I think you can do it for as little as 80 euros, I think, from the UK to Porto, which is it's a long old journey, you know. So definitely good value for money. Our first view of a Porto tram.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look at that.
Look at it, it's tiny. I think it's wooden.
That's so cool.
Marvellous.
So if it's a thing for the tourists or... Weird sensation driving onto a train and going under the channel. There it is.